Hi, good morning. Gone are those days where you had to rely on some software developers to get your software built. Today, with no-code platforms like Zapier, Bubble.io, JotForms, and the likes, anyone can become a software developer without knowing how to code. A lot of people ask me, how does no-code platform work? Well, the technical aspects are typically handled by open source tools and the platform APIs, while the drag and drop interface allows you to do the designing part. Today, let's look into the basics of JotForm, one of the leading online form building platforms. It's free to start with, so you can create your account today. Once you log in, you see a green button on top which says create form. You just click on this and you have three options to choose from. Let's look into start from scratch. We have classic form, card form. Classic form shows all questions on one page, whereas card form shows single questions per page. Let's go with classic form. You have nothing added here apart from the name, which is by default form. I can change this over here, or by going to properties, I'll see job application. You can also give a subheading with this. You can put submit your details. You can change the heading size, default, large or small. I'll keep it as large. You can say text alignment left, center or right. I'll keep it center. I'll come to this hide field a bit later. Heading image. I can add my logo as the heading image or any other image if you would like to. And then I can change the width of this image. Match. I'll keep it 100. Also, you can add some text which will be shown if the image is not loaded. Now you can change the alignment of the image, left, top or right. I'll probably keep it left. You can also say where the heading should be located, top, middle or bottom. I'll keep it middle. Now we have to add 5 fields. So I'll just go to form elements. We have the header here. I'll add the full name, which will by default have two subfields. One is the first name and one is last name. Few people would want just to have one field, which is full name. If you want to have that, then you can add short text, which will just be one field. Full name field will have two fields. If you want to add the third one, middle name, you can just enable this in the options. For the full name field, you can change the question type, question text to full name. You can say where should the label be aligned, that is this full name. You can keep it left, right or top. Set as form default the label alignment. You can set this as default so that any fields that you add will have it the same alignment. You can make this as mandatory field. You can give a sublabel to this As you can see here, first name and last name has been added. In the options, you will have options to add middle name. You can enable or disable this. You can add prefix, which could be a text box, which allows the user to enter anything that they want, or you can make it as a drop down where you can give options like Mr., Mistress, so on. I'll just disable this. You can also enable the suffix. For example, in Japan, you suffix a name with san or sama. That's for someone else's name, just like Mr. We have advanced options where you can add a placeholder. For example, I say Ritesh Agri. It will be shown here, but the user will be able to edit it. I'll remove this because the field is self-explanatory. You can make any field as read-only, or you can also hide the fields. We will come to this later. You can also shrink the field, which will make the field shorter in width. I'll keep it full. I'll close this. The next element that we wanted is emanators. So I'll just drag and drop here, which will have the field email. You can change this text. I will leave it the same. As you can see, the label alignment is top, which is set by default. I'll make this as a required field. You can give a sublabel with example as shown here. Options, you can limit the number of characters in the email address. I wouldn't do that. Disallow free addresses, for example, Gmail, Hotmail, so on and so forth. You can enable this if you would like to. Confirmation text box, you can enable this so it will ask to enter the email address again. Advanced option, again you can have some placeholders here. Hover text, when they hover on top of this, if you want to display something, you can put it here. You can put some default values if you want. Again, read only, shrink, and hide field. The next one would be mobile number or phone number. I'll probably change this to mobile number. I'll go to settings. Again, label alignment is top. This is required field. Please enter a valid phone number. Is the sublabel. If you would like, along with country code, you can enable this, and then you can say what should be the input mask. For example, if I want to say country code like this, plus space, then 5 and 5. So it will be shown this way, where plus 2-digit country code, then 10-digit numbers, or 5-digit numbers space 5-digit numbers. Now it will accept only in this format. Advanced placeholder, you can give like 91 98765. Leave space so it's over text. You can shrink this again. Hide field. Hide field is generally used for some calculations. For example, there are fields which are used only for calculations. If you want to do some background calculation which need not be shown on the front, you can enable this. The next one is years of experience. We have a number field here or a spinner field here. So let's go with number field for now. I'll just give a number field which will just have which will just take numbers. Take say here's experience. I'll say this is required. Options. The width of this field will change according to your form's width if we make it auto. This is by default auto. We can give a fixed width if required. You can limit this by giving a minimum of, let's say, 2 years experience to, let's say, 8 years experience. If you're expecting someone from 2 to 8 years experience to fill this form, I will give this from 0 to, let's say, 20. Advanced, placeholder, example 23, over text. You can give some default values, for example, 3. You can shrink this, you can hide this. Finally, I would put a field which is attachments, which I would say load your resume. You can go here. You can make this as required field. Validate file size. In the options, you can say what should be the limit of the maximum limit of the file. I will just say let's 5. Just make this as 5 MB. I can also mention what are the types of files I'm expecting them to add over here. So I'll remove docs, XLSX, CSV text. I'll just keep PDF. You can also allow them to upload multiple files. I'll keep it to 1. If we go to advanced, browser text, browse files, this one. Button style none. You can change the button style over here. I'll keep it to none. So we have added 5 fields now. Now I'll just shrink this and this one so that it comes on the same row. Years of experience is fine. Let this be over here. And this isn't looking great, so what I'll do is I'll remove the shrink option from this one. This two will be shown together. Looks good. I'll go to advanced and remove the shrink. So this is good. Since I've added some sublabel over here, I'll also add a sublabel here. So it looks neat. Uh, just to make it a single line. Let's remove this extra text. That looks neat. Now once this is done, you can just go to publish, and this is the link where you can publish this form. Or I can say this is my account, and then I can say job application. So this is my username on JotForm, and then the name that I've given for this form. I'll just open this in a new form, new tab, and I can enter my name. My email address is pre-populated. I can just go here. As you can see, I'll be able to fill only in that format. Years of experience, let's say 10. Now, when I click on this, oh, I had allowed only PDF. Let's see if it allows me to select anything else. Let's see if I select something else. Yeah. So it shows an error here. It says only PDFs are allowed. So I have to go here and attach it, for example. 7. So once someone submits this, I'll be able to see it. Just move it over here. Be able to go here. I've created it over here. One submission. I can click on this and see who had submitted it. What are the details of the submission? Let's close this. View. You can see with the check date, submission date, full name, email address, mobile number, years of experience, and the PDF. Thank you for watching the video. You can put your comments or ask any questions if you have, and I'll answer them via the next video or my comments. Thank you.